My name is Kiia, and I'm located in Helsinki, Finland. I have a business with my partner, and our business is called Taiga Times. Taiga means this forest area we live in here in Nordics. And what we do is day tours to nature almost daily from Helsinki. So we take all the guests who are interested to experience the Finnish outdoors. We take them out for easy day hike, and we provide lunch and transportation.
And you have a background in tourism, correct?
Yes. I was studying. I have a bachelor degree on hospitality and tourism management. And while I was studying, I was working also in a kind of traditional travel agent. So I was sending people abroad. And then I was specialized in my studies in destination management. So that was what I want to do, was to highlight more Finland and start bringing people in instead of sending them out. And also I have traveled myself quite a bit, so it was kind of natural to continue after my studies to found my own business and really bring people outside.
And tell us about Jeff.
Yeah, so Jeff, actually he's Canadian, and we have originally met in Australia like eight and a half years ago now. And he came to Finland to study for a wilderness program. So he's the main guide. And he loves to be outside. He would just probably live outdoors if he could. And so he's the main guide. He takes everyone outside, and I'm joining sometimes. I'm also in the tours. Otherwise, I'm more in the office.
One of the things that I saw on your website was talking about how there's true wilderness in Finland still. And as someone who has lived for a long time in Europe myself, that is really special to have unspoiled wilderness around a city. Yeah. Is that something that you're aiming to share with guests when they come?
Yeah, definitely. Our day tours, we leave from Helsinki, and they are easy, as like I mentioned. You don't have to have even hiking shoes. Like you don't have to be like professional hiker, but we will take you out to the national park that is not the most popular one, that is kind of off the beaten path, and you will really see the quiet nature side. What we have, like 80% of the country is a forest. So we will really take people out to the woods, and it's really beautiful and authentic in a way, and that we don't even always see anybody else in the forest when we are there, which is pretty cool because we have so much land. Even next to Helsinki. Like you can go north of Finland and really be in a wilderness when you obviously see nobody for weeks if you don't want to. But even we have that here in the south, that we can just take the car and drive 1 hour and be in the forest.
Do all the tours go to the same area, or are there different parks?
Yeah, we have like 3 different main areas we do. One is like full day when we want to do a little bit longer. One is more like on a coast and archipelago settings and by the Baltic Sea, and that's like half-day tour. And then one is another national park that we hike first, and then we actually finish that day to go to sauna. Like we have a sauna and smoke sauna by a lake.
Oh, cool.
So those are like 3 main products. We also do 5-night hiking trips a few times a year, mainly in the summertime, and that's then taking place like central Finland. And that's a totally different story. It's like totally different tour. It's also really nice, and that's more for hiking. Then we really do hiking, and on these day tours we do maybe 2 to 6 kilometers a day, and like easy going.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my questions: is how advanced are the hikes? Like how fit does someone have to be, or are there ways for people of different abilities to participate?
So you have to be like just basic fitness is what we say, but which means that you can walk, and we have even walking poles if someone needs them, but the paths are generally pretty flat. And these 2 areas where we mainly go, this full day tour and a half day tour in archipelago, we can adjust the route a little bit depending on the group. We can make it shorter, or we can make them a bit longer. But the main idea is to gain like nature knowledge. We will take easy, we will hike easy, we'll take our time, we stop, take pictures, we talk about the nature, we look for the trees and the birds and everything. So the idea is just to have like relaxed walk in nature and feel refreshed instead of like really hike and feel like exhausted after the day. So yeah, the day trips are really good for everyone, basically everyone. And then the 5-day hiking trip, then that's like over 60 kilometers hiking, and then you need to be a bit more fit in order to do so.
Yeah, and on those long hikes, are you camping or staying in hotels?
We camp. It's a wild camping. So you have to also carry your backpack with tent and sleeping bag and everything. We do provide food in those. We dehydrate all the food, but you also have to carry some of the food. So then your weight in your backpack is somewhere like 16 kilos. For us, it's maybe 20. Even on that, like the long hike, the 5-day hike, or it's a kind of 4.5-day hike, every other day is longer and every other day is shorter. So we balance them out that you also have time to chill. And it's perfect for people who would like to do the first time like long hike, who has some experience of camping and hiking but hasn't done like long hike before.
How did you guys decide to start this kind of company?
I think it all started when we were both studying, and we had this idea that okay, we would like to meet travelers still, even when we don't keep traveling anymore so much, and we would like to take them out, and because we both love outdoors, and we both have, when we've been traveling, we've been always going to the nature, and then we realized that there's so much like nature in Finland, and not many people are using it, especially in Helsinki. Like a lot of people come here just for the city. And then they continue maybe north. And so it was kind of like the dream slowly coming through, like, okay, what we want to do, we want to take people out, we want to show them the wilderness, we want to take them for like easy day hikes, they get the little glimpse of what we have here. And that's how it all started. Yeah, we both graduated actually at the same time. So then we found the business like the next day. So it was kind of easy to, after the school, we were studying and thinking what to do next. And then, okay, yeah, we want to take people out. So let's find our own business.
So it's really great that you've got a way for people to get outside of Helsinki and see, real unspoiled nature, because this is something very different than what you can experience in a lot of other European cities.
Yeah, that's true. Like we can do, like the half day trip is only 4.5 hours, including the transfer. So it's really easy. Even if you are only 1 day or 2 days in Helsinki, you can come with us in the morning to see the nature side, and then you can be in a city in the evening and see the urban Helsinki.
It seems like it's almost a must-see if you come to Helsinki to go out of Helsinki and see these forests. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it definitely is, because we are a big country and mainly nature. Like cities are just a small thing about in Finland. So I think it's really important for people to have the possibility to see the nature. Especially with us when we have like the small group tours, and they're safe. You don't have to be afraid that you see a bear or you get lost or anything like that. We take care of you. So it's also a safe and easy way to go out.
I see that you are a holder of the Sustainable Finland travel label.
Yeah.
Can you talk more about that? What's involved with earning that sustainability label?
Yeah, so the label is found by Visit Finland, which is this Finnish destination management organization, and it's actually a long process. It's a 1 to 2 years it takes. You have to start applying for the Sustainable Travel Finland certificate. There's many things you have to kind of fulfill and focus. So, like, of course, the environmental side, the social side, the economic side. We had to do some training with them, some interviewing with them, make them like sustainability reports. And what they tell that you have to have is some sort of another certificate. Like we have this green activities, which is under Green Kiia. So we had to, in order to get Sustainable Travel Finland certificate, we had to have something else like green activities, because then those green activities people came and visit us and really checked that everything is like we say that it is. So it was quite a long process, but it was really good process. Like we learned a lot, and for us, from the very day one, it was really important for us to be sustainable. So it was good to be part of this process and learn and more and show them what we do and learn what we can make it better. And they do record everything, and you have to prove. And it's only valid actually 1 year, so every year you have to reapply it with new projects, new report, and you always have to have some goals in mind what you're gonna do this year and show them. It's really good. It's kind of new. It's just started like a couple years ago, so they're still growing. But that's like the label they want that all the Finnish companies are having, so you can say that you are green for sure. That it's not just just a label that you pay and you get. No, you really have to work for it. And actually, it's free. You don't even have to pay for it. Yeah, it's really good.
Something else that I saw on your site was you specifically mention inclusion when you talk about welcoming guests onto your tour. Mm-hmm. And I think that's really important because such a big part of the idea behind Painted Circle is that people of all walks of life really should be able to travel and to experience, different cultures around our world. And so it means a lot to me that businesses like you are specifically mentioning inclusion because it's such an important thing just to start opening the door for people. So first of all, thank you for mentioning that. And then
thank you.
Also, I mean, what do you think about inclusion with travel? I mean, is this an important topic for businesses to mention? Is it something that you see that there's a lot of improvements that we need to make?
Yeah, for sure, because it's really important. And Finland, generally, it's very safe destination for everybody to visit. We have a lot of businesses here that accept everyone and are big in inclusions, but many of them don't say it because they don't think about the importance of that. Because we are used to here in Finland that you can be whatever and you can go wherever, but we don't understand that many travelers maybe don't know that. They are afraid because they have had maybe bad experiences in the past. And personally for us, it's really important that no matter where you come from and who you are, you can still travel safely and enjoy the nature. So we want to mention that, and we want to encourage people to come with us, and also other businesses like our partners, tell them that hey, it's honestly really important thing to say. You can just say it if you don't want to make a whole page about it, but even that you mention it somewhere, because as a traveler, you need to find that information. Otherwise, you don't know if you are safe or not.
What kind of lifetime memories do you think people are going to create when they come on your tour?
Well, we wish that after our tour, they have the love for outdoors. If they didn't have that before, then now after us, they are like, oh, nature is so cool. We hope that they continue going outside. When they if not home, but at least when they travel, they will always try to see the nature side, and that people learn more to respect and more this responsible way to traveling and how to be in nature. That's our goal, and give them good memories, and that they learn and want to do it again.
What kind of foods are these on your tours, and is that another way that people are experiencing the culture?
Yes, definitely. And it's seasonal, always local and seasonal, and we make it ourselves, usually by the campfire.
That's awesome.
Now when the mushroom season's been on a couple of months, we have done a lot of chanterelle soup. So we pick the chanterelles, the little yellow mushrooms, and then we cook them and we make tasty soup out of it. Slowly those chanterelles are not so much anymore, so we are going back to the salmon soup, or actually it's trout, rainbow trout, because that's a Finnish one, but it's basically like salmon. Smoked rainbow trout soup. Then we can do some sausage, because that's the most typical Finnish campfire food, is that you fry up some sausage and then you have some vegetables, potato salad or something like that. It really depends, but those are maybe the main tools, or then spinach pancakes, or always blueberry pie. Usually depends what I feel like baking. I try to bake a lot of most of the stuff. Yeah, and of course it depends of the group's dietary restrictions. If there's vegans or gluten-free, we can accommodate all. It can then just change the menu a little bit. But we try always stick with the Finnish food.
What's the best way for people to plan to come on a hike?
You can book directly on our website, and then there's a when you fill up all your information, there is like this author comment section where we ask like, okay, do you have any dietary requirements or any other questions? So that's where you can fill up like, hey, okay, we have this and that. And after the booking, you will receive like automatic email from us that we explain even more like detail, like the meeting point. We give you like, send you a PDF with all the extra information. If you want to extend your stay, what to bring with you, etc. And then there's all like our contact details if you need to contact us again before the trip.
Okay.
I just want to welcome everyone to come to Helsinki and come to nature with us. And that we work actually year round, so we can go even in the winter time. We do the day trips. So we really want to see all of you guys here.